Hello, my name's Alan. I'm making this video because I've watched tons of videos about how different methods people have planted their potatoes and the results they've gotten. And I didn't think of doing this in time, and I've gotten most of my potatoes dug, but there's some that are left here to show you. Anyways, what I've done is I've always planted my potatoes the biointensive method, which is, you can see there's plants still, from the plants still alive. You put in your rows of potatoes. When you do that 1 foot apart, but you dig them down 1 foot, dig the soil off 1 foot out of the way. Then you take your garden fork and loosen the bottom 1 foot. Don't flip it or turn it, just loosen it good. Then you put your potato on top of the bottom 1 foot level and partially cover. And as the potatoes grow up, you keep filling in the holes. Now, the next row over, you do not leave any big spaces. You do the same thing. Dig 1 foot off, put your potato down, cover. I'd have to show you that in the springtime. Anyways, but you leave only 1 foot of space, but you stagger it. So in other words, your potato is going to go in between the other 2 potatoes from the other row. And then you keep covering. Now, I learned this in the book called How to Grow More Vegetables Than You Ever Thought Possible Off Less Land Than You Can Imagine. And I've learned it a long time ago, and I've always done that even in the city. And even in heavy clay soil, I get super good production from my potatoes. And I was just going to show you some of them here. I've never seen anybody else showing these methods, or maybe who have tried it. So I was going to show some of you people the rest of these plants. And another year, if I remember, I will try showing you what I mean about how you plant them. So, here's a plant here that I haven't dug yet. Lots of time. We had frost last night. It's killed it off here in Manitoba. So I was just going to show you. Here's a potato already. See, now this plant was dug. Just that method. It was dug 2 feet deep, or 1 foot deep off, taken out of the road, and I loosened the bottom 1 foot level. Then, after loosening the 1 foot level, I put the potato down on that bottom 1 foot level and partially covered. And as the plant kept growing up, I just kept filling in until it reaches the top of the hole. What's supposed to work good about this, and it always has, is this year we've had a drought year. So far, that's all the potatoes out of this 1 hole. And in a drought year, especially like this, and this is heavier soil in the area where I live, it works nice. Oops, there was a potato that just ran away somehow. It works nice because the potatoes, if it's a drought year, can grow really deep roots and get lots of moisture. I'm going to figure out where the rest of them are here. I don't want to get the video too long. Now you can see how the next plant is over here. And that's why. See, there is one. Then there's another one here. So they're staggered. And you can get good production because in a dry drought year too, all the potato tops cover the soil. So really good that the sunlight cannot beat down on the soil and dry the soil out. Plus, the potatoes can grow extremely deep roots. So that's another potato from this hill. I would encourage people to give this a try, because it has always worked for me and I've always gotten super good crops. And of course, when you plant them like this close together, for people who don't have a lot of space, you can get a lot of potatoes still. I'll have to dig this one the best I can for now and show another hill. I don't want to get the video too big because I don't know. My speed of my upload speed is only 1 megabyte per second in the house out here in the country, and it's going to take like, God knows, half a day or something probably to get them all to upload. So, or more. But you can see how many potatoes so far there is from one hill. There's probably still more yet. Yeah, there's 2 more from this one hill, 3 more from this one hill yet. Those ones were really deep because they've been planted the way they have been planted even in a drought year. Now, I did water some. See, now you can see from this hill, there's the next plant. It was staggered, right? And there's another potato plant right there. So in this spot, see, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 6 or 7 potato plants left in this area. And that worked always super good for me. There's another one from this one. And this is the one hill. Another one down here might be from the next hill. Yeah, that's from the next hill. Oh, look at the size of that sucker. Now, like I say, this has always been heavier soil out here. I only moved here a little over a year ago. Before that, I was in the city. But man, it's so nice. Again, if you look into that, it has always worked really good for me. Of course, now I add fertilizer as well. Not a lot. But I use a combination of Seamead and Miracle-Gro combined for fertilizer. That's one hill so far out of it. And there might be more, but I gotta undig this guy. Now, pull him up and see what we can get out of him. Oh, he's loaded and he's huge. This is nice. See, so once again, this method has always done really good for me. Just the way they had said in the book I mentioned, how to grow more vegetables than you ever thought possible from less land than you can imagine. Another one on the plant yet, one there on the plant yet. It works so nice. Now I always try and be careful when I'm digging them. I start further away because sometimes the potatoes seem to go farther out and then you end up stabbing them. But they get like really nice and big. And you get lots of them. Now I've dug most of my potatoes out already. I had like 3 different areas of it so that I can slowly but surely loosen the soil really good this way. Because when you double dig down that deep, you make it so your vegetables can grow really deep roots. And especially in dry years, that helps. Like this, we had a big drought this year, and you would hardly know it because the potatoes are huge. And big and plentiful. I would really encourage people to try it. If you did it right, you'll be surprised at what you get. Like, look at the size of this one. Holy mouse, man. Wow. That is the record so far this year. That is huge. Oops, I went and hit him a little bit with the freaking fork, but what can you do? Especially when he's, look at this, like, holy. That's awesome. This is always the way, like I say, I've done them, and I've always gotten these results, even when I was in the city. And the city soil was even worse for clay than this one. And what I've done out here is I made them still in 5-foot wide beds, so I can get 3 potatoes long. And the next row goes a foot over, but you only do 2 because they're staggered. And so on. and then 3 again for staggering them. I mean, it works so really good. I would have to try and show you later all the potatoes we've got in the house too. I planted like 3 or 4 different types. Well, these should be, I think, Yukon Gold. If I'm remembering right, I should have labeled them. Well, this is so nice. There's the next hill next to him yet. And there's another one. That one's from this plant, I guess. By the looks of it. I'm going to pull this guy up next. See how close they are? Where they make like a little mini forest when you do this. And in a drought situation, the biggest thing that dries your soil out is the sunlight hitting the soil. So when you do this, once the plants get bigger, the sunlight cannot hit the soil. It's like a big, ends up like a big forest approach. And that helps, along with the depth of the potato plant, maintain moisture longer. Let's see how this guy comes up here. If he's good or... There we go. Woohoo! Look at that, Henry. Wow. That's Henry. Hello. Say hello. No kisses right now. I'm trying to make a video here, sir. Oh, there's another one. I'm going to clean these all up later, but I don't see any more bigger ones out of this hill yet. Oh, there's another one. That's pretty good size. See, now when I put them this way too, and it was only a 5-foot bed, the soil looks in super good shape because I don't have to walk on it. I only walk in between the beds. That helps the potatoes grow better. Now, I've seen all kinds of other methods people have been trying, but never have I seen them, other ones doing this. And I think the protection I get is like better than lots of people I see. But like I say, people need to give it a try. You will be impressed, I promise. In time, to making sure you take care of your soil too. If you have to put compost or manure on, put some of that. This one doesn't seem to have as many for some reason. Whoops, there's... Oh, maybe it does. That one's really wide out. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to try and dig some of these areas after more, because I'll probably still find more yet, but I want to get another hill up so I can show you. There's another little one from them. But I have potatoes and potatoes. So some of the hills have been doing super lots. Like one hill in this group, I had like about 12 potatoes on this thing. Awesome. There we go. Yeah. Huh? What? Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked yet. Well, I'm making... Yep. I'm going to pause this after a bit. Woo-wee! See? Oh, it's... Alright. Anyways, I'm going to pause this spot. This is the last one in this spot because I dug the other ones up earlier. This is like awesome. See if we find a monster big one or not. Hey, Henry, it's okay. I'm out here. There's another one. There's a nice big sized bud here. Nice. Don't know how good I've been at recording this. Haven't bothered trying this before, so. Anyways, I'll dig out the last holes and then I'll show you after how many potatoes I've gotten all together.